EdYoda, the end of your job search and the beginning of your dream career. EdYoda's live sessions are taught by industry experts, giving you hands-on experience and practical knowledge with real projects, not just degrees. EdYoda's industry-recognized certifications will help you stand out in the job market. And that's not all. With EdYoda's exclusive job board featuring 500+ companies, finding your dream job has never been easier. Say goodbye to endless job searching and hello to your dream career with EdYoda. Join EdYoda's student community today and start building your dream career.
Hi everyone, welcome to this workshop. A quick check, are you all able to hear me clearly? Hi everyone, welcome to the workshop. Excited? I am excited. I hope you all are excited too. So a quick check, let me know in the chat box, are you all able to hear me clearly or not? My audio is clear, video is clear. So our topic for today's workshop is money management. Okay, a question for you. How important is money management? Like, how important is money for you? Let me know in the chat box. How important is money? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is money for you? Let's see in the chat box. How important is money for you? And a quick reminder to all our viewers, a quick click on the like button and subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so that we can keep bringing more workshops like this. Okay, how important is, question for you, how important is money for you on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's see. And do share this video with your friends if you want to watch with them. Share it on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, wherever you want to share it. We'll begin the session in just a few seconds. All right, I'll tell you my answer. So out of 10, if I say how important is money, I will rate it 10 out of 10. All right, and I think so it's going to be the same for you. Then money is important for everyone. Like if you want to, like let's say food, you need money. If you want to go out, you need money. If you want to travel, you need money. So money is really important. But how do you manage it is even more important. Like you might be earning certain amount of money, but the way you manage it is going to decide how much money you are going to have to do different things. Like this is the amount of money you have, decides like what and all, how you can spend it. So our main focus for today is going to be about how you manage this money. Now, if we take example of, let's say, money management, most of us have some idea. I'm sure most of us have some idea. How? Let's take an example of school. In school, you used to get pocket money. All right, this pocket money might be to eat something, or every day you get certain amount, or weekly certain amount, or maybe monthly certain amount. So all of us have different styles of using this pocket money. You might be that person who, suppose every day you get 100 rupees, every day you spend that 100 rupees on buying different things. Or maybe you might be a person who doesn't spend every day. You get maybe for a week you get 100 rupees. On that week you don't spend, you save it, and then at the end of the month, maybe on one day, you collect everything and then you spend the total amount. Or maybe you might be a third kind of person where you spend little bit every day and save certain amount so that later you can buy something big as well as you can spend every day. So we all have different styles of spending, and this is something that we have been doing itself, like from school itself we have been doing. So we have certain idea of money management. If we see when we go to college, again we learn, let's say if you are staying in hostel, you learn how to spend on food, whether you have to eat food from hostel or you're going to eat outside, whether you're going to go for parties and how you're going to spend that money, whether you have that money or not, how to spend it at the end of the month, how much are you saving. All this is something we all have seen in our lives, in school, in colleges, and we all have basic idea of money management. All right, but there are few things that we need to know so that we can manage this even better. This is something you might have a slight idea about. You have slight idea about this managing money. But in today's workshop, we'll be discussing a little bit in detail what are the different aspects that you need to know. Now, we are going to cover basic aspects so that you get an idea of how to start your money management journey. All right. So let's start again. We'll begin our. So let's start with the first slide. And again, a quick check. I hope my audio is clear, and a quick like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So let's start. I'll start my screen sharing so that you all can see my screen. All right, screen sharing is on. So our topic for today is money management for beginners. All right, and a quick intro about me. I am Rishabh Chatterjee, and today we'll be having this session for 1 hour where we'll be discussing the basics of money management. All right, let's get started and let's not waste any more time. Okay, so what is our agenda for today? Pretty simple. I've kept it that we know that money management is one of the most important aspects of your financial life. Yes. And in this workshop, we are going to discuss how to budget, spend, and save. All right. These are the main aspects that we are going to learn. And also if you have any debt, how to get out of it and how you are going to build your savings. These are the main aspects that we'll be covering in today's workshop. All right. So let's start with the question. What is money? Very important. We spend money daily, weekly, monthly. We know about money. All right. Different currencies. India is rupee. US we have dollars. UK we have pounds. We know money. But let's just take a moment and think. What is money for you? It might be that you want to do shopping, for that you need money. Or it might be that you want to eat outside, so for that you need money. But what is money exactly? First thing that comes to my mind, I'll tell you, but let me know again in the comment section, what does money mean for you? For me, if I say, the first thing that comes to my mind is UPI payments. Whenever I do UPI, that is the money that I'm transferring to anyone. So now if you see, most of us have transferred to like digital. Money is being transferred digitally. But there was a time when we used to give notes, and before that we used to use coins, silver, all this. It has come a long way. And now we are using digitally mostly, but we still carry notes whenever this digital payment is not accepted. Or in some situations, you might have to use actual physical note, but most of us have shifted to digital currency. It's like digital money. But let's take a look. What is money? Actual definition. What does it mean? All right. So a medium of exchange that is centralized, generally accepted, recognized, and facilitates transaction of goods and services known as money. All right. So now in India, if you see, we have rupee. If you go to any other country, they have specific their own currency, like let's say dollars, pounds, and as I said, rupee. So this is basic idea of money. Now, coming to our topic for the day, which is how to manage this money. All right. Now, we are going to cover some of the basic steps, that is setting financial goals, creating a budget, managing debt, building savings, and investing for the future. These are the aspects that we are going to cover in this workshop. All right. And a quick fact for you. We use rupee in India. And do you know, like, from where did this word actually come from, rupee? It is from a Sanskrit word which is called rupiah. So from there we got this word rupee. Quick, small, interesting fact for all of you. Now, let's begin. How can you manage money? This is our topic. And our first main crucial point is going to be about financial goals. All right. Now we have to set clear financial goals. What does this mean? If in quick, simple terms, if I tell you, financial goal is you have certain goal in mind regarding this is something that I want to buy, or this is something that I want to earn, or let's say any kind of goal that you have. I want to buy this car, I want to buy this house, anything that comes under financial goals. And to know how to set this financial goal is very important, because if you are not setting this process clearly, then you will have trouble actually reaching that goal. Again, let's take a look. A financial goal is scientifically defined financial milestone that you plan to achieve or reach. All right. Financial goals comprise earning, saving, investing, and spending in proportions that match your short-term, medium-term, or long-term goals. We are going to discuss about this in detail, but let's just get an idea what is it before we go more in detail. So every financial goal will have three details associated with them. What is the purpose? How much money is needed? And how much time is needed? All right, these are the three questions that you need to actually write down. So take a sheet of paper, write these questions, and you have to write the answer. So writing just a question is not going to work. You have to write the answer to this, because that answer is going to define how you are going to go about this process. All right, these are the three questions that you need to answer first to start your financial goal, to decide your financial goal. All right. Now, types of financial goal. Now, again, we have certain classification in financial goals also. Like I already showed you slight idea, but let's see a little bit more in detail so that we get a clear-cut idea that what kind of category goals that you are deciding comes under. All right. First one is short-term goal. Now, as this name suggests, it is for a shorter term. All right, something that you want to do immediately. Like you want to achieve very immediately. These are required for immediate expenses. So something that you plan to do quickly. And most of the time, these are something that are smaller amounts, and it is easier for you to have this kind of goal. All right, so this is the first type. Second type is medium-term goal. Now this comes between short-term and long-term goals. Long-term is something that we are going to see next, but medium-term is somewhere where you are deciding in years. All right, so you have this goal which comes in years, like in 2 years I'm going to do this, in 1.5 years I'm going to do this. That will come under medium-term goal. Okay, so it sometimes what happens is that to reach your medium-term goal, you might have to do certain short-term goals. Once you reach those short-term goals is where all of them combined, you are going to do your medium-term goal. Or maybe you can have one medium-term goal also. It depends on you if you want to break it. It's also possible that you do certain short-term goals and then reach that medium-term goal. And third type is long-term goal. Okay, this is something that is little bit far away. You have to think more in detail about how you are going to achieve this goal. But in most cases, this can be like retirement. Now you are maybe just starting out your job. You are a fresher and you are thinking about retirement, how I'm going to save that money. This is like really long-term, but it's important. Or maybe you want to buy a house. So again, this is a long-term goal that you are thinking about. So this also comes under, as I told you, long-term. Or maybe future, your children, you're thinking about how you're going to fund their education. This is also going to come under long-term goals. So these are three major type of goals that you should have an idea about before you start making your goals, that which category it is going to come under. All right. Now let's take a look at few examples so that you get an idea of what does this goal exactly mean. So first, maybe you want to buy a new car, you want to buy a bike. All right, now it depends. You have to first decide why you want to buy it. Maybe you like riding bike, or you maybe like driving car. So that is your purpose. When you are going to do it, maybe 1 year you need to save that amount, maybe 2 years you need, and you should also know what is the amount that is required that you are planning to buy. So very important, you should know that amount. So that is where your type of goal depends. So it is a medium term goal, short term. Like let's say I want to buy a shoe. All right, next month I want to buy a shoe. This is the amount that I need. This is the short term goal. In 2 years, I want to buy a car, like I told this. Now this comes under medium term goal. Or maybe in next 11 years, after 11 years, I want to be able to buy my new own house. This will come under long term goal. So here are a few examples that I gave buying a house. So this can come under long term. Now, very important. Just because I am telling it is long term does not mean maybe you can buy a house in next 2 years. So for you, it will come under medium term goal. These are few examples to make you understand what kind of things you can put under goals, but it completely depends on you. So buying a house can come under short term goal also. Like maybe next month you are able to buy a new house. So these are few examples, but you have to decide what does your goal come under. Or vacation. Again, this is a financial goal that you have to decide. Again, vacation mostly will come under this short-term goal only, that maybe in 2 months you want to go on a vacation to Goa. All right. So you have to decide that how much budget you need, how you are going to spend, how much you actually need total. So this is going to be again your financial goal, that is short-term. Now, budget. Now we have a goal in mind. Next is we have to create a budget. Very important. This is something that I've seen lot of us, even me, where we don't actually create a budget. We think of a certain amount in mind, but certain thing that we want to do, but we don't decide a budget. We go as in the flow and start spending money, and at the end we see that we are actually going way above we can actually spend. So it is very important that you have a certain budget, and to create and to know that budget, you have to create a budget. Simple. Now, before we actually create a budget, we should know, right, little bit about what is this budget that we are talking about. So a budget is a plan that shows you how you can spend your money every month or every year. This can be depending on how what you are deciding your budget. Making a budget can help make sure that you do not run out of money. Again, this is monthly, very important that you have budget. A budget will also help you save money for your goals and for emergencies. All right. Now, question. Why do I want this budget? I don't want, Rishabh, I don't want any budget. I have enough money, I will spend. However I want, I will spend it. But again, you can spend it, but then you won't be able to manage your money properly. So if you want to manage your money properly, you will need a budget. So let's see what's the answer. Why do I want a budget? The budget helps you decide what you must spend your money on. Very important. Like, you know, you want to spend money on this, you know that this is the budget. Or if you can spend less money on some things and more money on other things. Again, let me give you an example. Maybe every day you spend 100 rupees on eating outside. This is something maybe you can eat home food only. You don't need to spend 100 rupees every day outside. But just because you think you want to, you keep spending every day. Now, this 100 is becoming everyday expenditure. So let's say 7 days you have spent 700 that you could have saved. So when you actually know your budget, you'll be able to understand that you have saved that 700 rupees that you are spending every day on food. Instead, you can have home food, and maybe 700 you can spend on going outside for a party maybe, or maybe going outside for eating dinner, lunch, or anything possible. But again, your budget will help you decide what you are spending on and what you can actually save and maybe spend on things that you like to spend on. Now, how do I make this budget? Now you have told me, Rishabh, all the advantages. Okay, I am convinced. Okay, I want to make a budget. Now I'm ready to make a budget. But how do I make this? How do I make this budget? Tell me, Rishabh, how do I make this budget? Not to it. I'll tell you. Okay. So, simple. We'll start with a simple thing, and I will also show you on Excel how do we actually track this budget. Okay. So first, write down your expenses. Okay. Now, first thing, this will be something that's difficult because you have to check online your bank statement, what and all you are spending on. And this, at the start, you might lose interest while first doing little bit. You might start and then you'll be like, Risha, I'm just tired, man. There's too many transactions. I just don't want to track it. But it is very important because at the first, you should know your monthly expense, how much you are actually spending. Then second is going to be, how much do you actually make? You might be working in a job, or maybe you might be doing business. anything, you need to know how much you are earning. So that is the second thing. And third, very simple. This is the amount you are earning. This is the amount you are spending. Subtract it and you know how much money you are left with. Okay. So that is basic idea of budgeting. Now, let me also show you how do we actually have an Excel. Okay. So you want to go in detail. You want to have a proper, like in a structured manner, you want to manage your expense. So we can do this on Excel. Now I will show you a basic template that we are going to follow, but there is no fixed template already. This depends completely on you, how you want to make it. I'm showing you one basic template that you can also use so that you have an idea of how much you are spending, how much you are saving, how much you have on a monthly basis. Okay, let's start. Let's take a look at this spreadsheet this Excel sheet so that we know how this actually works. All right. So this I have made on a generalized scheme so that we have a lot of different aspects. But based on your spending, you are going to decide what are the different tabs or different columns that you are going to have. Okay, let's start. Our starting balance is where we have. Now you are starting to make your budget. We will decide first how much you have in your bank account. Let's say I have 20,000 rupees in my bank account. Coming to income, my total income is now 30,000. Okay. Now expenses are 15,000. This is just a brief summary that I'm writing. In detail how much expense, we have more columns down, but in total we have 15,000 expense. Now net, how much do we have? Income minus expense, we have 15,000 rupees. Okay. Now projected end balance is 35,000. Now let's say next month. You can again, as you can keep spending here, starting balance, and keep adding different things so that you have complete total and average. Now let's take a look. So let's say if I change here, let me just show you. If I change the numbers here, then you will be able to actually add. Okay. So I am showing you on a template currently. So these are the different numbers that I've added. You will be able to change it based on your different requirements. Now coming to down, okay, we have on a monthly basis your income on different things, like let's say interest income, dividends, gifts, refunds. So these are different things like salary. You can add all of this here. Next, coming to savings. These are the different savings that you will have. Home expenses, again, you can add different numbers here and keep a track of all the things. Rental, how much you are paying. Transportation, how much you are paying. So this is a basic template. So how you are going to make this is that now you have different tabs in your mind. What you are going to do is add these topics in Excel and then start writing the values. At the start, what will happen is that you might feel that, oh my God, Rishabh, too many things. How am I going to decide all these topics? Like there are too many things that I'm spending on. How to categorize this? At the start, keep it simple. Keep your income, how much your expenditure, how much you are left with each month. And let's say basic food, rent, travel, 3 things you keep, how much you spend in this. Let's keep it. All right. And then anything extra that you are spending on, keep it in others and add that in others. This is the simple way that you can keep a tab on Excel. Like what I've shown you, we have each details. If you are someone who can add the details, it is good. Okay, the more details you add, the better you know on what different things that you're spending on. But let's say at the start, you're like, I want to finish quickly, Rishabh. I don't have time. I want quick. Then keep it general, food, travel, rent, and others you keep, and write down your expenses so that you can start. Once you do this for 2-3 months, I'm sure you will get more idea and you will get more curious what is coming in that other section. Okay. And once you get curious, you will automatically start adding what are the different topics or details that you want to add. Okay. So now we have basic idea of how we want to create our budget. Okay. Simple. One more thing, I had just had a thought about this budget. So you might have heard about union budget. India's union budget that we have on a yearly basis. That is where country decides how we are going to spend our money. Same way, we are deciding how we are going to spend our money. So just imagine, even country like India on its own is like creating a budget. So it is important that we also create. If you're not creating, then now is the time to start creating a budget. Start from basic so that we have an idea of how much money we have left. Then you can go more in detail. All right. So now we have covered our budget segment. Next, we have an important topic, which is debt. Now, this is something that ideal case we don't want to have, or if you want to have also, it should be in a planned way. But ideally, let's say you're a beginner just in your first job, you want to avoid this topic, that is debt, not to have any debt. But what happens is, let's say you have taken education loan, then you will have debt, or maybe for certain purpose you needed to take a loan, or certain balance you have. So how to manage this debt is very important, because we want to clear this as soon as possible. Now let's go to our next section, which is debt. Okay. So we have, coming back to our next topic, which is going to be about debt. In simple terms, it is an amount of money that you owe to somebody. Okay. Now, we need to actually manage and reduce your debt. Ideal case, if you don't have, it is well and good, you are able to manage your finances. But if you do have, you should manage it and reduce your debt. So that at the end, we have zero. Now, there are a few steps that you need to know, because once you have certain debt, the procedure becomes little bit more serious and little bit more detail oriented. So that is why I have added the points in detail so that you can read, as well as I'm going to tell you and explain you also what is the process. First, take account of your accounts. Now, accounts can be maybe loan, some different types of loan that you have, or maybe credit card balances that you have. First, all outstanding debt and how much interest you have to give on each kind of debt. You need to have a clear-cut idea, because that is the first step to know how much debt you are actually having. Okay. Second, you have to check your credit report. Now, credit report, if this is something that you are learning for the first time, then might be a good thing for you, because maybe you haven't taken any loan. If you have taken a loan and if you don't know, then now is the time to learn about this. So anytime you take any loan, or maybe you have credit cards, you are going to have a credit report. In India, it is known as CIBIL score. Okay. This is something that you need to know, you need to check, so that you have an idea of all your outstanding balances. Also, if there is some loan that is running in your name, but you don't know, you need to check this. Okay, how does this credit report work? Simple. I'll give you a basic idea that you have your PAN card, right? From your PAN card, there is a credit report that is generated. How do you check your credit report? Via that PAN card number only, you check your credit report. How does this credit report work? There's an organization called CIBIL, which tracks our credit. In India, we have CIBIL that tracks. So from here, you will be able to check your CIBIL score. Now, I won't go too much in detail in this topic, but a simple example you might already have a CIBIL score is that, have you taken EMI or loan on while you're buying your mobile phones? This is very common. Suppose you are buying your mobile phone and you will get that no cost EMI possible. You have taken it. If you have taken this, then you have a CIBIL score. Okay. You might know or not know it, but CIBIL score is already generated for you. This is basic, that most of us nowadays have the CIBIL score generated because of this. But suppose you haven't taken any loan, no card, nothing, then you do not have a credit report yet. So you don't have to worry. But for people who have debt, this is something that you need to check and make sure that all your accounts are proper. And if there is any extra account that is showing up that you don't know itself, that, man, from where did this thing come? I haven't even taken this loan. Then you have to contact, because in that report, you'll be able to see who has given you that loan, which company. So you'll be able to check with that company, from where did this loan come, or check what is happening. But it's very important to know all the accounts that you have. Okay. Third, now you have an idea about what are the different loans or accounts that you have, how much money is spending in this. Now we have to decide and plan how we are going to go about this. Okay, it cannot be like, okay, I'm paying every month, whatever is there, I'm just going and paying. No, we have to plan properly that how we are going to go about this. Now there are multiple ways that you can do it. Let's say you have one loan that you can take, you can consolidate to one loan with lower interest. Will that be possible? Or you have one interest, something like, let's say a simple case example I will tell, okay, so that you get an idea what I'm trying to tell from this point. You have a credit card balance, okay. Your credit cards have a very high interest rate compared to personal loan, okay. Now suppose by mistake or any case you have a very high amount pending on your credit card, and credit cards have very high percentage of interest that is being charged. What you do, let's say example, I'll give you an example, this might vary. On a credit card on a yearly basis you have 36% interest that is being charged. On the other side, if we take a personal loan, it is 12 to 13% on a yearly basis. Now the smart way, what is the smart way to handle the situation? You take a personal loan of that same amount, pay off the credit card bill, so that now you are just paying 12 to 13% compared to 36% that you were paying interest on that was yearly basis, but you are going to pay monthly. But just imagine how much money you are able to save now just because you took this loan here and paid off here. Okay, so it's very important how you are going to manage this. Fourth, be honest about your spending. Now it might look, no, I'm not going to put everything, I'm just going to put certain things, or you might miss out something. Very important that you are honest with yourself, because it is your money. No one else is going to lose. Suppose you are spending more than you are earning. So it's very important that you have a clear-cut idea of how much you are spending. Okay. So now, clearly I've written point that if your debt feels overwhelming, it's worth taking an honest look at what you're spending each month. Are there expenses you can cut back or eliminate? Part of your debt is limiting the additional debt to take on. So you have to make sure, suppose you have this kind of loans, you have to make sure that you are not spending anything on extra before actually clearing this debt. And fifth is very clear. You have to be clear about how much you have to pay. Okay, because if you have a clear-cut idea of this is how much I have to pay, then you will be able to manage your money properly. So again, how much you have to pay in this debt is very, very important to know. And sixth, now you know how much you want to pay. Is there some extra way, extra certain savings that we can do so that we can clear this debt on a faster way, in a faster method? Okay, so in your budget, if you can allocate, maybe you are spending certain amount on food, or maybe you are for traveling, you are spending certain amount. Can you cut back, or can you change the method that you are traveling so that you can save slightly extra money and put it in your debt so that you can clear that debt? Now, these are different methods, but you have to figure out. That is why I told you that debt is a slightly difficult topic and you have to be a little serious, put down, think how you are going to clear this. These are the general methods, but you have to put in your effort. And as I told you, strategy is very important when you are determining your debt reduction. Now, the strategy can be different for everyone, but you have to have a strategy. We have to go with a strategy to clear this. If you are not thinking about how to clear, yeah, Rishabh, I'll just keep paying monthly, it's okay, I'll keep paying. But you are losing out a lot of money if you're not thinking how to actually strategically reduce this debt. So have a strategy. All right. So that was all about debt. I hope you got a clear-cut idea. I know it's slightly serious topic, but we need to have a clear-cut idea about debt. Ideally, you should have, whenever you are taking debt, it should be a planned way so that you have a good idea of how much you are going to give. Let's say you are taking a loan how much you are going to spend on a monthly basis, EMIs, all this, again, a detailed topic, but you have to be little bit serious when you're taking any kind of loan. Now, how to save money. Okay, this is again one more important topic that we have to discuss, because yeah, I'm learning good amount, Rishabh, but how do I save this? I earn money and I spend everything. I don't have anything at the end. That is where it become important that you know how to save this money. Okay, so again, we are going to do this again in brief so that you have an idea of how you are going to save money. First is record your cost. Now we have already gone through the full process. So now you have a record of your cost. Okay. Second, regular contribution that increase over a period of time. What does this mean? This means that wherever you are actually saving this, let's say every month I say save 3,000 rupees. Okay. So it has to increase slightly. Let's say in 6 months I do 3,000. Next 6 months I'm going to increase it to 3,500. So wherever you are contributing for this savings, it has to increase. Like your salary is increasing, then you can decide that you're increasing your savings, or maybe it depends on every 3 months I'm going to increase 500, 500, 500 in my savings. So it is very important that you keep increasing your savings and don't get stuck that today I'm doing 3,000 rupees. After 2 years also I will do 3,000. No, you have to keep increasing your contributions to increase your savings. Follow the 50-30-20 rule. Okay. This is something that we all need to know. Very important when you are actually planning to save money. 50-30-20. What does this mean? Let me know in the chat box. Quick question for you. Do you know 50-30-20 rule? Yes or no in the chat box. Let me know. Let's see how many of you know this thing. 50-30-20. Simple clue. 50 is one aspect that we are going to focus on. 30 is one more aspect that we are going to focus on. And 20 is one more aspect that we are going to focus on. So what are these three things? First, 50. What does this 50 mean? 50 is all your necessities that you are spending. You are going to keep in your 50%. All the necessities come in your 50% that you are going to spend your amount. 30% is luxury. We have kept 30% for luxury. You want to eat in that expensive hotel. You want to buy that expensive shoes. You want to buy that clothes, expensive shirt, pant, whatever you want to buy, expensive things, luxury things. We keep in that 30%. Okay. And the rest 20% is where we save. Okay. This is for saving, or 20% we can keep if you have debt or loans that you have to pay. This 20% is for that. Okay. So anytime you are deciding that any loan you want to take, again, keep that is that your debt or loan getting cleared in that 20% of your earning. If not, then you are going to be spending more than the recommended. Now, this is a general range, but if you follow this, you'll be able to save as well as spend. Now, if you have like a certain thing that you want to buy, you can vary it little bit, but ideally, I would say in a monthly basis, 50-30-20 rule. Keep it. If you are able to manage all your expenses within this criteria, you are doing good with your money. Again, plan major expenses. Very important for savings, that you have a clear-cut idea. Let's say you are staying in a house and you want to buy a fridge. Okay, fridge is coming in 20,000-30,000. Now you have to plan that should I buy next month, or should I buy maybe during say festival time where I'll get discount. Or major purchase can be I want to buy a bike. Okay, I want to buy a bike which costs 1,30,000, 1,50,000. Now I cannot go tomorrow and buy. Okay, you have to actually again think about how much savings I have, how much will I spend, with spending how much savings will I have. So you have to plan your major purchases. Online shopping, again, this is very important. I had to include this because with online shopping, what happens is that all of us, we go online taka, 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 we go add to cart and we pay and buy things. After buying, when we see our account, it is like, oh, money over. So it is very important that you actually limit online shopping, have clear-cut idea how much you want to spend, because online shopping, what happens if you go offline, you are actually like putting effort, going to that place, roaming around, seeing other people. Effort is going, so you think little bit. Online, what happens? Go to that app. You are just adding things, thinking, yeah, I can buy this, I can buy that, I can buy this. But what happens is that it is impacting your savings. So very important. Limit online shopping. I'm not saying just stop it. No need to do. No. If you want to buy something, go ahead. But don't buy carelessly. I'll keep buying whatever I want. So limit online shopping. Have a clear limit how much you want to spend. Look for ways to increase your income. Again, something we know how much we are saving, how much earning we have. But if there is any way you can increase your earning, increase your income, that's going to add to your savings. How you are going to increase your income? Let's say you are doing business. So you will think about what are the different ways I can expand this business so that I can increase my income. Or maybe if you are doing job, then what are extra things that I can do? Maybe part-time or anything extra that I can do to increase my income. Because if you increase your income, directly it is going to add to your savings. Very simple. So look for ways to increase your income. Maybe you have like interest in teaching people, so you can teach part-time. Or maybe you have interest of building certain things, so you can again build those things and maybe sell it online. Or maybe you like doing art, so maybe you can do paintings and then sell it online. So ways are many. You have to think what is your interest and how you are going to increase your income, because increasing income directly will impact your savings. And finally, invest in yourself. Now you have tried to increase your income, but very important that in your savings you have to invest in yourself so that you can increase your savings. How? What do I mean by invest in yourself, Rishabh? You're not clear. What does this mean? Upskilling, trying to learn new things. Maybe you're doing a job. There are certain things that you can learn that will help you in your career. You're investing that amount. So that at the start might look like, oh, I have to spend this amount. But later on, you are going to earn a lot more from that skill than what you are spending currently. So invest in yourself. Okay. Invest in yourself so that later on your savings can increase. Okay. And invest in preventive healthcare. Again, this is a very important topic, because what happens is that we are trying to increase our savings, but healthcare is something which by chance, God forbid nothing happens, but by chance, if something happens related to health, the amount of money that you are going to spend on healthcare is really huge amount. It goes in lakhs. Sometimes when something, God forbid, major happens, it can easily go into lakhs. So healthcare, and by preventive healthcare, I mean health insurance. That is what saves you from that lakhs of money that you have to spend in one go, which will affect your complete savings. So invest in a good healthcare, like health insurance policy, so that by chance if something happens, your savings does not go flow off like water, and you have that policy to go to, so that you can actually use the policy when in need. Why I'm saying this? Why does this come under savings? Like, how is it even coming under savings topic, Rishabh? Because when you are spending on health insurance, maybe yearly you will pay certain amount. Now it might look like, oh man, it's affecting my savings, but no. By chance, if something happens, the amount of money that you are going to spend on healthcare, it is going to vanish off your savings. So very important that you invest now in healthcare so that you can keep your savings intact. Very important to protect your savings. And finally, financial planner. Now, if you are not able to manage money on your own. You are having difficulty. We tried all these ways, but still you are saying, Rishabh, I'm not able to do it. It's just way difficult. I'm not able to plan this. Financial planner will be of really good help to you. Why do I say this? Again, you might think, Rishabh, you are telling me to save money. This you are telling me to contribute in savings, but financial planner, again, I have to spend money on that person. This is again extra money that I don't want to spend. Yes, it is an extra money that you're spending now, but just imagine next year, few years, the amount of money that you are going to save, because that financial planner is going to plan how you're going to manage that money, is going to be huge compared to what you are spending on it, him or her. So it's very important that if things are not working out, if you are not able to plan yourself, hire a financial planner so that you are able to create that big savings that we all want to create. Okay. Okay. So we have reached our savings part. We'll move on to our investing. And let me know how many of you are actually investors. How many have actually started investing? What kind of investing do you need? Like, do you do? Investing. What kind of investing? Have you heard of this term investing or not? Most of you might have heard it somewhere. But investing is an important term again. Important term. Why? Because this is where we are going to increase our money fast. Because we all want to increase our money fast. To increase our money fast is via investing. So we all need to know about investing. This is again one topic that we all are like, we will invest. We'll invest. There's enough time. We'll invest later. But the time is now. Now is the time to know about investing. You might start investing, maybe a little bit later, you might start investing now. But you need to know about investing. That is the first step. Okay. So what is investing? Investing is an effective way to put your money to work and potentially build wealth. Simple. Smart investing may allow your money to outpace inflation and increase in value. This is the simple understanding of investing. Okay. Now, investing options. Okay, Rishabh, I am ready to invest. You tell me where I will invest now. Can we make double money in 1 week? Money double? No, that's not possible. Investing takes time. You have to actually plan, and it is going to grow fast, but it's not like, oh, 1 week, money double. No, it doesn't happen like that. But to actually grow your money, you need to know about investing. And to know about investing, you should know about what are the different options available so that you can decide accordingly where I'm going to invest, how much I'm going to invest. Okay, let's start. What are the different investing options? First, mutual funds. This is something that is easy to do, and simple terms, if I tell you, mutual funds is an investment vehicle, as you can already see on the screen, which pools money from investors with common investment objective. Okay, it then invests their money in multiple assets in accordance with the stated whatever scheme you are like investing in, and investments are made by an asset management company or AMC. Now, mutual funds in simple terms is that there are a basket of stocks that are there, which comes under one mutual fund, and you are spending in that mutual fund. There is a person from that company who is spending in that stocks, and overall that mutual fund you are investing, however the stocks go, combined your mutual funds will also go up or down. Now, coming to question, why should I do mutual funds, Rishabh? I don't know about all this. I don't know what is this mutual fund. Why you are telling about all these mutual funds? First, it is a professional investment management. What does it mean? A professional is handling your money. Okay, so don't have to worry that does that person know, does that person have knowledge? Yes, he or she is a professional. Second, low investment threshold. So if we see currently in the market, you can start from 500,000 rupees. Okay, initially the amount is slightly higher, 1,000, 2,000, and then you can monthly keeps investing 100 rupees, 150 rupees also. So investment threshold is less. Third is liquidity. So anytime you want money back, you can take the money back. Nothing, no holding. Again, this depends on the type of mutual fund. There are mutual funds where there is a certain lock-in period, but most of the mutual funds don't have this. So you have to be careful of where you're investing, but most of them have this liquidity feature that you can withdraw money whenever you want. And there is a variety. So what do I mean by variety? Huge variety to invest in mutual funds. You can go large cap, small cap, mid cap. Now again, this is something you have to again research in detail what kind of mutual funds you want to invest in. But if you want to start and you want a good amount of like returns on your investment, mutual fund is the simple way to start your investing journey. Okay, moving on. We'll move on to our next one, which is going to be stock markets. Okay, important. You might have heard this. Stock market investments are subject to market risk. Please, okay. So stock market is something where it is a risky investment where you have the potential to earn a lot and you have a potential to reduce your money also. So again, this is something that you have to research properly, but this is a good option if you are ready to understand. First, very important to understand what is it. Okay, before investing any amount of money, you have to have knowledge, basic knowledge about what is the stock market, how things work. Only after that start investing. It's not like today only you open an account, start investing and you think money will increase. No, you have to invest time in learning these things. So it gives you the chance to earn the highest returns among all investment options. Okay. To invest in stock markets, you need to have market knowledge, very important. And you should stay away from stock markets if you don't have knowledge. Why? Because if you are just going to invest in things without having any knowledge, or investing wherever you want, however you want, it is as good as gambling. So we do not want to be in that situation. So only if you have knowledge, you are confident, invest in stock market. Stock market, if I give you an idea, okay, before actually going next topic, we have why stock markets. But before that, if I give you an idea, what is this? What is the stock market that I'm talking about? Okay, so we have companies, let's take India. Okay, we have stock, like companies, big companies, Hindustan Unilever, let's say TCS. Okay, and there are a lot of companies like so many, Asian Paints. All of these companies have stocks where you as an investor can invest in that company. And what happens is that if the company does well, you also like are part of that company. So you also earn that money as investment. Okay. Simple terms, I'm not going much in detail, but stocks in general means that you are investing in that company in small amounts. You're buying 10 stocks, 12 stocks, 1 stock, 2 stocks. So all of us become a part of that investment for that company. So this is how stock markets work, that you use a certain app, invest in that stocks, and if the company is doing work good, stock market, its value increases, and because of that, your money also value increases, like your investment also grows. Simple terms, but again, a risky investment. So do your research before getting into stock market. Coming to what are the reasons that we need to actually know about why stock market investments. Smooth and continuous transaction. Yes, this is the one of the reason. You can do it very easily and you can say, I am shareholder of that company. Do you know? I am shareholder of Reliance. You can say your friends. So it is a smooth and continuous transaction. Dividend benefits. What does this mean? So every company, like maybe on a yearly basis or 6-month basis, they give out dividends. That company has done well, these are the profits, and out of that profits we'll give you this certain amount because you are an investor in our company. So you can get dividends. Again, if your investment is huge, you will get good amount of dividends. If it's small amount investment, the dividends will be also small, but you will get certain amount whenever the company is doing well. And again, stock market also same. You have flexibility to invest in smaller amounts. So again, depends. You can buy one stock, you can buy two stocks, you can buy 100 stocks, you can buy 1,000 stocks. Depends. Okay. But if you want to start small, possible. Coming to third, bank deposits. This again will come to people if you are not like you haven't spent any time on this research. Simple FD. All of us know about this. Nowadays, online only we can create FD. Earlier, we had to go to banks, create FD, but now it's all online. Very simple. If you're not willing to take any risk, I just want little bit extra money out, except like on bank savings account, you might get 2-3%. On fixed deposit, you might get 6-7%. It's increasing now, but let's say if you don't want too much risky, simple, then you can go for bank deposit, that is fixed deposit. Low risk investment, but it comes with low returns also. I would suggest if you're going for FD, this is something you can keep for emergency funds that you are keeping, that in case of emergency, you might need this money, keep it in fixed deposits. And if you want certain high returns, then look at mutual funds. And if you have a little bit more knowledge, you want to study more, then stock markets will be right option for you. Now, why bank deposits? Again, let's take a look at few reasons. It is risk-free and guaranteed fixed return. This is one of the main reasons why you like most people go for fixed deposits. Why? Fixed. In 1 year, I will get 7%. In 2 years, I will get this much amount. Let whatever happens, let market go up, down, whatever happens. No worry. In 2 years, I'm going to get this amount of money back. That is where fixed deposit advantage comes. Again, flexibility with regard to tenure. What does this mean? 1 year I want to invest, 2 years I want to invest, 5 years I want to invest. From start only, you have a clear-cut idea. Unlike other types of investment, where it will completely depend, like mutual funds depends on the stock market. Stocks again depends on the stock market. The market is up, you're going to get high returns. The market is down, you're going to get less returns. But here, what is going to happen is that fixed, you know how much return you're going to get. Also, there are tax saving options. If you want to save tax, so you can go for tax saving deposits. Now, we know all about our investing options, but coming to financial discipline, this is again something that reach that goal that we have to have discipline. In anything that you do, discipline is required, because without discipline, we won't be able to follow the path that we want to. So what is this financial discipline? Let's take a look. All right, so lot of information, but it is going to help you in your money management. And we are only covering basics for now, but you have to, if you want to certain topics that you want to go in depth, then definitely you have to spend more time to understand this topic. But with this workshop, you will get an idea about how to go about the process. Now coming to financial discipline, what does this mean? Go budgeting. We have spoken about this. You have to have your budgets ready. How much budget, what you are doing. This budgeting is really important. We are speaking about this budget again. You'll be Rishabh, no more budget. I don't want to speak about budget, but what to do? Budget is important. Everywhere budget you have to keep how much you want to spend, how much you have. To know that, you have to go budgeting. What to do? Budgeting is important. Evaluate your expenses. Again, you have to know where you are spending. If you don't know where, I'm like, I will spend wherever I want, it's okay. Again, you won't have discipline. So you have to know your expenses properly. Maybe now when you see your expenses, you go, oh my God, Rishabh, what to do? I have spent on these things I didn't know I was spending. But it's okay. At least this month you have spent. Next month, at least you will keep a track that I don't want to spend on that certain thing that is you are thinking, oh my God, this is an expense for me. So you have to evaluate your expense. know your spending weakness. Again, very important for discipline. I have a weakness for, let's say, traveling. Okay, I can spend in petrol thousands of money without thinking anything. I'm just spending, filling petrol again. So you should know your weakness so that you can control. Oh no, I can't fill unlimited petrol. I have to have track of how much you're spending on petrol. Or you have this weakness of online shopping. You want to buy clothes. You are like interested in clothes. You love buying luxury clothes. So whenever you see online clothes, that you are spending. Okay. So that is something that we should know our weakness, that okay, you have weakness for buying online clothes, so that you can again know, like have a track that no, I should not spend. I have to know that this is the amount that I can spend. More than this, I cannot spend in this month. So you have to know what are your weaknesses, because if you don't know your weakness, then you won't be able to control it. You have to control it. So to control it, you should know what is your weakness. Okay. This will depend on you. Your weakness can be something else. Or you might say, Rishabh, I don't have any weakness. I have spent my money properly. I don't have any weakness. There is nothing that I spend like that where I start spending extra. Then good. But if you have, better to know now. And gain financial literacy. What does this mean? So you have to, again, topics that we have learned about, go more in detail, any particular topic that you want to know, learn more in detail, go more in detail before like actually going into it. Like let's say you want to go in stock markets. You have to learn about it, right? You want to go in, let's say budget, you want to do more detailed analysis of how to do this. Again, you have to go more in detail. So you have to have financial literacy. How you are going to gain it? Again, watch videos, read online. So it's very important to have financial literacy. This is something that we don't focus as much. We are like, it's okay, it's not that important. We're earning, we are spending. Let's leave it like that. But it's very important if you want to manage your money properly to gain financial literacy. Okay, we have almost come to the end of the session. So what's your financial goal? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say what's your financial goal? Let me know again in the chat box. We all would like to see what is it that you are thinking about. Maybe let's say the first thing that comes to me, maybe that I want to buy that shoes next month that cost 3,000 rupees. I want to save for it. That can be your financial goal for now. Short-term financial goal, but it's okay. That's your goal. So let me know in the comment section. What's your financial goal? Anyone? We'd also like to know anything interesting you have that is something different. You let us know in the comment section. We would like to know. And I will reply back to you also. Okay. So let's see. What's your financial goal? Now, coming to final, very important before we actually finish this workshop, which is remember, managing your finances takes time and effort, but it's worth it. All of this, that time you have spent now watching this workshop, very important that you actually work on it, different things, budget, financial goals. You have to spend time. At the start, you'll be like, Rishabh, very difficult. I'm not able to spend. But if you want to make money, you have to put effort, you have to put time, because without that, money won't come. Now you need money. So you have to take time and put effort in deciding how you are going to manage that money. But I will tell you, this is for all of us. Okay. Once you spend that time and once you start seeing the results, you are going to feel it was worth it spending that time. Because that money, that once you see that amount, you will be like, it was definitely worth it. So again, remember, managing our finances takes time and effort, but it's all worth it at the end. And how do we actually increase our knowledge? First thing, share this video, share this full workshop, this course with your friends so that you can discuss about it. First method, simple way to earn your knowledge. Maybe they will have certain information that you didn't know. You will have certain information that they didn't know. So discuss with people about finance, because that is simple way that you are going to increase your knowledge as well as people that you are discussing with, they will. So first, a task for you, share this video with as many people as possible. and then discuss it with them. Okay. So again, simple way if you want to increase your financial knowledge. And with that, we'll come to the end of this workshop. I hope that you gained some knowledge, at least something new that you got to learn. I tried to include as much information as possible so that as beginners, as someone who's completely new to financial, like money management in particular, you get an idea of what are the things that you have to focus on, because now you have an idea what are the different topics, what are the different things that I should know. Now you can go more in depth as much as possible. It's like an ocean that you can research and get to learn. But now basic idea was, do you have the basic idea about it? Because it was for beginners, and we have tried to cover everything that you need to know about money management. And if you found the workshop informative, a quick like so that we can keep bringing more workshops. Let me know what is the next topic you would like us to make a workshop on in the comment section. If you like this complete workshop, a quick like and subscribe to the channel, press bell icon so that we can keep bringing more workshops like this. All right, that'll be it. If you have any questions for this workshop, do let us know in the comment section and we'll definitely try to answer them for you. That'll be it for today. I definitely love to share all this knowledge with all of you. Hope you got some knowledge too. And that'll be it. Like, share, subscribe. Yes. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.